All right, those of you who have been complaining about my lighting, my camera, how does this look? Hi, if you're new here, I'm Michelle Spieler. I am the creator of Mature Makeup Masterclass. It's a series of, how many videos now? 23 videos on mature technique. You can always click the link. I invite you to go watch the intro video. It's under 2 minutes. I'm also a 30-year pro makeup artist, and on Wednesday nights I do Seint videos. Now tonight I'm going to do something a little differently. I'm going to mix Seint with some other stuff. So I've decided to start calling it Seint Plus. Seint Plus, and that'll be on Wednesday nights, and that way you can see how in real life I mix Seint with other products. I've never ever worn 100% Seint, never. Now, if I'm at a Seint event, or if I'm at like a nighttime event and I want to just be my absolute most beautiful skin and makeup, I will do, I don't know, 80% Seint, but I've never 100% one brand. And if you ever see someone who's 100% one brand, that's weird. And also they're not a pro, because pros never are one brand, never. I don't know a single pro who just does one brand. Even Lisa Eldridge doesn't use 100% of her own brand. It's just not what pros do, okay? Okay, so here's what I want to start with. I have brows and lashes on to save time, but I want to start showing women, because we're definitely in recession, okay? We just are. There's no denying it. And we're going to start seeing a lot of shelves empty. And I don't say this for fear mongering, because I don't buy into that. But it's just going to be limited quantity in the next few months. And let's start using what we have at home, but maybe we don't reach for. I bought this #1 SPF. It's the #1 Korean SPF, okay? It has been the #1 SPF in Korea for 4 years. And I learned about this from a Korean skincare expert on TikTok. Sure enough, 4 years. I don't know why no one talks about this. Everyone talks about Beauty of Joseon, Beauty of Joseon. Well, Beauty of Joseon has now been Americanized. So we can't even get the Korean Beauty of Joseon. This I got before all of the Korean sunscreens were banned. But let me show you. It goes on very white, and that's not a bad thing, because it kind of floods your flaws. And Korean women love to look lighter than their real skin, but it's just not my favorite. But it's excellent SPF coverage. Then I have Elastin. They sent me this. I read the reviews before saying I would try it, and the #1 thing I heard is, first of all, everyone loves it. They love it. It's a beautiful formula, but it's a little deep for people who, like me, are light skin. Or, you know, if you're like Joyce. Joyce is like fair. See how that's just a little bit more suntan? So that's too light, and that's suntan. So on Sunday, I had just done a Mandelic peel. I didn't really want to wear makeup to church on Sunday, but I had to wear something. So I mixed the two, and we're going to do that right now, because it turned out beautiful. So I'm going to do 2 pumps of Elastin, and then I'm going to do equal parts this. Now that's a lot of sunscreen, but you know what? That's probably 2 fingers worth, and you're going to have to use it all. This is why I don't love sunscreen in foundation, because who's going to wear that much foundation combined? No one. And so I really like people to wear SPF, but you know, I'm not going to preach on that one today. I'm just not in the mood to preach on that one. Okay, so we're going to mix it with this awesome brush. This is a brush that It Cosmetics came out with. It's exclusive to Ulta. It is constantly sold out. It is so beautiful, because look, watch this. I'm going to show you why it's so beautiful. Watch. It is so pretty. This is such a pretty brush. Okay, so we're going to put it on kind of liberally without getting our hair caught in it. And then don't forget your neck. That's why I have my hair clipped out of the way today, because we need to get as much on our face as possible. Now, with tinted sunscreen and sunscreen, I like to rub it in with my fingers, and then I can also go in when it's all rubbed in and kind of tap it around with a blender. Put some on your eyelids. I have a little bit of MAC paint pot on, but I put it under my eyes. Let me know if any of you have one of those, they're called intelligent screens. It's a camera. It looks like a flip phone. It's a camera that shows your sun damage. And then if you did half your face with sunscreen, it would be dark. And then this side without sunscreen is like all speckly because we have a ton of sun damage that we can't even see. It's a sobering device, and I'm going to show you someday very soon. So stay tuned. In the next couple of months, I'm going to show you. Okay, I still have a little bit more on here. Remember, two fingers. So this side's pretty covered. I could maybe do a little bit here. I lean a little more here. One more here. Okay, now how does all this tie into Seint? Well, because this is absolutely beautiful. This is going to be very popular for me this summer because this is so pretty all together. But if I'm going somewhere where I need more coverage, then I'm going to use Seint over this because it's going to give me more of a makeup look. And I'm not saying it's going to look makeup-y, but it's going to give us more coverage is really what I'm trying to say. Okay? I'm going to look close up at this in a minute. Okay, let's see. Yep. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. It's all blended. I do need to shave my face, but since I just did that Mandelic Peel Friday night, you can't. It's too much exfoliation on your skin. You have to be really careful. Okay, what do we think? I have to get this off my fingers now. What do we think? I think it's so beautiful. So beautiful. I would wear this every single day and will, because this is huge. I don't know the price on this. I know this is pricey. Elastin is on the higher side, but this is huge. How many ounces is this? 3.2, and it's heavy. And it's just a light tube, so it's not packaging that made it heavy. This is beautiful, but it was just a little too dark. And then by adding that white in with it, plus this is an SPF 50 plus from Korea, and this is 36. Okay, so doing that together gives me even more coverage. I love it. I wore this on Sunday and it looked so beautiful. Okay, now we can go into our Seint. Because you know, I'm gonna want the Bella bronzer. You know I will. Okay, I'm gonna take our big brush. I ordered more Bella, by the way, because you know what? You remember last year I would do 2 Bellas because then this brush fit better. Now I gotta squeeze it to get it in there. I like the 2 Bellas. Okay, so then we go in with Bella or a contour. If you're on the cool side, I put many of you in Ash. I think Ash is beautiful. When my hair was cooler, actually even when my hair was warm, I love Ash. Ash is a great contour. And it's great to contour with if you like the idea of bronzer, but you just can't do the brown. It makes you look maybe muddy. Not everyone can do bronzer. Bella is great because see how it's warm, but it's sheer, but there's some coverage in it. And I love Bella bronzer. It's one of my very favorites. Of all the bronzers in the world, it's one of my very favorites. Okay. But for some of you, it's too brown or too warm. So Ash is gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I should try Aspen too. If you're on the light side and you want to contour but you're real fair skinned. Now, if you are a lot deeper than me, you could definitely do indigo. Indigo is beautiful because it's cool. Or, you know what else? Forget that. We have our new contour. This one. What's this one called? What did we change the name to? It used to be NV+1. I think it might be called Velvet. Yeah, it's called Velvet. And I'm going to use that as eyeliner today because that's the old NV+1. And by old, I mean it was demi. Ooh, do you hear my stomach? My stomach's growling. Are you ever hungrier some days than others? What is the reason for that? I didn't even work out today. Got to get back into working out. We go on a family vacation next week, and I'm probably going to be wearing sundresses and shorts. And then I'm going to be so mad that I didn't work out. Any of you do that? I get so mad at myself. I used to be workout queen. I was workout queen. I preached it. I lived it. And then menopause. And now I get it. I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. Oh, you have no motivation to work out? Oh, you're in menopause or you're post-menopause? Copy that. I got it. Okay. Now I'm going to go in also with the Bella bronzer and just this little BK Beauty brush. I could use a Seint brush, but they are, so many of them are dirty. I'll show you a Seint brush in a minute though that I think would be really pretty as a finishing brush. I like this because it has an angle. I can kind of like get into the crease with it sideways and then turn it laterally and use it as like a windshield washer. And because it's slanted and stacked, it kind of does the blending for you. I love it. But it's also kind of a dense brush. So if you want to get like a really nice blend or airbrush, you're gonna probably want to add a different brush, and I'll show you in a minute. Okay, so now I have beautiful depth on my eyes. Let's see. Let's do this brush here. I don't know why I did that. That's not a powder. Oh yeah. Oh darn it. Why didn't I just use this in the beginning? It puts it on a little bit more airbrushy and faster and easier. I should have just used this. Live and learn. Okay, so there you go. I'm gonna do my nose later, but look at that, that looks great. Okay, so I wanted to do the bronzer first because, oh, let's do under the neck too, like a little bit. Okay. Now I want to take my main shade. Oh, okay, sorry, my nose was running. Okay, now I want to take my main shade, which is Candlelit, and watch what I'm gonna do. I tap it, that's it. I just kind of tap it. Did you even hear that a little bit? Okay, and then we're gonna go down the nose, up through the middle of the forehead a little bit. Sides. Okay. And then I might just take a little bit more and do my jawline because I can see some sun damage on my jawline. I like a little bit in the temples, a little coverage there because I've got all the blue veins. Doggone it. Let me see. Sometimes I like white peach for that. Yep, I'm gonna take a little white peach. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I like white peach. White peach just has that little bit of peach, so it kind of cancels out the blue and green veins. And then also it's lighter, so it makes the temples look a little more voluminous. And sometimes what's ever left on the brush, I might even take a little bit of white peach to my jawline. Sometimes white peach can get caught in the pores, and that's when you know it's too light. If you can see it in your pores, it's too light. It just is what it is. Okay, I think I have it everywhere I need it. Notice I didn't really go too much on the cheeks. I did the jawline, definitely the upper lip, definitely the chin. I have some discoloration. Kind of the center of the forehead. We got the temples. We're gonna powder in a few minutes. Okay, now I don't have the under eyes yet, as you know. I need to kind of blend out my upper lip. Okay. What do we think? Nice dimension, right? It's a nice dimension without looking too much. Like I still kind of look as natural as I did when I just put on the tinted moisturizer. But we're going to do, you know, if you know, you know. I like to do it in the parentheses too, but I forgot, and that's okay. It's no big deal. I'm not going anywhere today. But I like the Vaseline. It's an occlusive, so it gets in the nooks and crannies. It fills them in, and then anything that sits on top floats on top. It's just so pretty. It's my favorite trick. Okay? And then I'll go in with a dry finger and kind of pat over it so we don't have too much under the eyes. Now, I want to do a little bit of, what's this? Is that Hollywood? I think that might be hot. We'll do some hot. Well, I really wanted raspberry. Here it is in an empty palette, thankfully sitting right by me. Okay, so I'm gonna take some raspberry, and I like the shape brush for that because the shape brush is really soft. I like to go in my apple. You don't have to. It's just silly to me not to put color in your apple when your apple is like a shape, right? But that's just me if you don't like it, because then people are like, oh, but then when you're not smiling, it drops. Well, yeah, so does your whole apple. So does your whole cheek. See? Yeah, so there it is. Yeah, it's a tiny bit lower. So what? That's my apple. If I didn't put color in my apple, that would look bizarre just to have like a nude apple and then just color above it and out to the side. But this is what happens when you have a bunch of people on social media all parroting each other, and none of them are pros, and they just, the things that go around that trend just shock me. It just shocks me, the trends that go around. And then they all just parrot each other. But you know, because a lot of you try it and you come to me and go, well, that wasn't cute. And I'm like, well, sometimes we have to try these things for ourselves to know that it just isn't cute. Okay. There we go. I love it. I just want to be soft. Look how soft that is. I might even go in with a little Hollywood. I love Hollywood. I'm going to do a little Hollywood. I'm going to take another shape brush. This is a different shape brush. I like Hollywood because it has that little bit of gold. But then I've got that raspberry underneath. I have to decide what I'm going to put in my palette to pack and take with me on vacation. I think that'll be my video maybe next Wednesday is, you know, what am I going to pack and take on vacation? It'll just be short, really short. Nobody really cares, right? But I care. I care what I take on vacation. Okay, so there we go. Cute, cute. What do we think? Now we need, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do the NV+1, which is now called Velvet. And I always love this brush. This is the spot brush. Also really good for spot concealing. But watch this. Oh my gosh, we were all so sad when they got rid of NV+1, and thank goodness they brought it back in this large size, and I'm telling you, you'll have that for life. Okay, do we see the difference? See how soft it is? It's just beautiful. It gives the most beautiful depth, and it just looks like a shadow. It's just like this beautiful shadow. Y'all know. Some of you can even use it in your brows. I always see Katie. Do you guys know Katie Moyer? She's a beautiful, beautiful gal in her early to mid 40s. She's a pro makeup artist like me, so we really respect each other. But she often does that color in her brows to make little brow marks. And I'm like, girl, that looks good. Okay, we need, you know what we need? Oh my goodness. We need color corrector. Here it is. So that's when I like to go in with the bright brush and take a little bit of color corrector. Remember, we've got that beautiful Vaseline under the eye. My stomach's growling. I don't know why I'm so hungry today. Okay. Looks nice. Looks nice. Is this 01 or 03? 03. That's 03. So that's the deeper peach. But now I want to go in with, hold please, the lighter peach. So now I'm going to take the fluffy side, and this is 01. And I like that. The 03 is a little too dark for the outer part of my eye, but it's great for covering veins. It's great in the temples. You can do it down the center of the nose. You could give yourself the cutest little highlight on the nose. I love 01. 01 is beautiful. And oftentimes if I'm color matching you with 03 for any blue and purple under the eyes, I always add 01 because it's really pretty in that outer corner of the eye. And it still has the peach, so it still can color correct without looking too peachy. What do we think? You know what we need to do? Looking close up in the mirror. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. And then I'll pat over it just with my finger. Oh yeah, I need to shave my face. Okay, so what do we think so far? Under eyes are looking a little too light, but I think it might just be the lighting and the camera, because in person right here, it looks great. I love how it looks. You know what else I want to do? Let's go in with a little velvet. Tiniest bit. Tiniest bit. I like to contour my nose. You don't have to. Please don't think I'm telling people to contour their nose. I just like it because when I see pictures of my younger self, I cannot believe how different my nose looks. It almost looks like a different nose. And that's because I had a nose that kind of like went up. So I had like a cute little shadow. I had a button nose, for sure. And women would come up to me in my 20s and say, "Did you have a nose job? Who's your surgeon?" And I'm like, "Nope, this is my nose." I always thought it was funny too, because I always felt like my nose was too broad. So when people asked me if I had a nose job, I was like, really? But I think it's because they liked my little button and the fact that my nose looked upturned and it was really flat from the side and tiny from the side, but it was broad. I have a broad nose. And so I was always shocked when people asked me if I had a nose job, because I didn't think I looked like that at all. Okay, whatever is left on this little spot brush from the NV+1, I'm gonna just do the tiniest bit under my lashes, but again, I didn't dip back into it. It's just whatever is left on the brush. Okay, just to kind of anchor that lower eye a little bit. And now we need powder. And oh, you know what we knew? We need lips. Tell me if you have tried Cool Spice by MAC. It's gorge. It's really gorgeous. Speed that up a little bit. I take a lot of time to line my lips because I overdraw them, but if I'm close up with you in person, you can't tell they're overdrawn because it's just a hair over. Okay, so I want to take powder, and I am going to take my huge Krystelle Lee brush, and this is why I love the two feather dusts together, because I can get a bigger area. Now I have a huge forehead. Most of you don't. So I like it on my huge forehead. I like it on the sides of my face so that my hair will stop sticking to me. Thank you very much. Because I feel like I'm going to go insane when my hair sticks to me. I really do. Okay? But for the center of my face, I don't want to go in with that huge, ridiculous brush for the center of my face. So I'll take the wash brush and I'll just kind of... Now I do leave some sheen, and I've got that beautiful, the raspberry is a semi-gloss, the Hollywood has a little bit of a gold shimmer. Oh, I just hit pan, look, you see that? So I don't ever powder around the eyes or the upper cheeks because of my crow's feet. It's just gonna enhance them, but oh, do I love this powder. You can even go up into the brow bone. Yeah, beautiful powder. Beautiful, brilliant powder. Absolutely love it. Okay, now we need a little bit of raspberry. We're going to take a little bit. Yes, I took my nails off. They look horrible. My daughter does Gel X. She has the whole system, and she keeps saying, Mom, you need to let me do Gel X. Because the reason I took them off, one, I was sick of it, but also I was sick of paying the price. I mean, it was like easily, what, $150 a month? I don't want to pay $150 a month for nails. We're going into a recession. Speaking of recession, a lot of you have Seint points that are expiring. I know, because I just got the email, hey, you have so many Seint points and they're going to expire on April 30th. And I'm like, oh, shoot. So I went in and got like, I don't know, like a $50 coupon off of a $150 purchase. So I stocked up on some of my favorites. Okay. I got these beautiful, look at these. Look at this Milani lip plumper glosses. They're plumping glosses, but there's this color called Ribbon, and it's a warm pink. They also have one called Ballet, which is a cool pink, but I'm just gonna wear it kind of right in the middle of the, oh, it's so beautiful. It's like the Tarte, it's like the Tarte ones, but cheaper because it's Milani. But look at these, hold on. Let me show you this. First of all, can we talk about how stunning this is? That's stunning. And then they show all the colors on the back. But what I love is this. They show you all 12 shades and how it looks on different skin tones. So I'm going to hold it here for a sec, because if you want to screenshot this and then you can decide what your favorite is, I just think they're absolutely beautiful. I'm wearing Ribbon. Ribbon is a warm pink. Ballet is a little tiny bit lighter, and it's a cool pink, and then everything from there is darker, but I love it. Okay, it bothers some of you when I play with my hair on camera, so I took it out and just kind of did it off camera. But anyway, here's my look. This is probably what I'm taking to California, but I'm gonna build my whole palette for next week's video, and I'm going to do this one. I love this one because I don't even know if we can get this one. I like that it opens here, but then the whole bottom can come off. So you got 2 layers, and it's a Nautilus sketch on it. It might be called the Nautilus palette. I don't know. I haven't seen this for sale. I got this just for hitting some kind of milestone, and this is my favorite palette we've ever made. I love the size. It's not the big ones. It's not the little ones. I love 2 layers. I love that the layer comes off. Brilliant. So hopefully we get that soon. Or maybe we're never getting that. I don't know, but I love it. It's my favorite. So there we have it. This is Seint Plus. It's mostly Seint, but then let's start learning how to work with products that we have at home that aren't working for us. How can we mix them? I'm going to be doing a series in my masterclass of how to take foundations and concealers that don't work for us and how to make them work. Or maybe you have an eyeshadow or an eye pencil that just doesn't stay on. I'm going to show you some tricks, but that's going to all be in my masterclass. So get in that soon, okay? There we go. Thank you for being here. Please let me know how this video looks on yours. I'm so horrified that so many of you watch this on your large screen TV, because that means I'm like huge. That's terrifying. But let me know how it looks on your laptop or your TV, because some of you watch me on your phone and many of you watch me on your computer or big screen TV. I'm trying not to be completely terrified by that, but we want this video to always look good for you. I'm not here for me, I'm here for you, okay? Have a great weekend. I'll see you next week. I love you. God loves you. Till next time.